Welcome back to the Force9's YouTube channel. Welcome back to an Andalusian adventure with Sevilla on Football Manager 2017. And today is probably the biggest episode of the series so far, because in today's video we face Barcelona and Real Madrid, one game after the other. And at the moment we're top of the table, so I think if we can get results against these teams in today's video, I make us favourites to win the league. It's a bold claim, and getting decent results against those teams is easier said than done, but we're going to give it our darnest best shot. Now off screen, I only played 2 games to get to this point, so let's have a look at the goals from those and then we'll jump straight into the football. Vasquez to take the corner here, 3rd minute of the game, and Zonzi wins the header and it's in. Sevilla take an early lead against Las Palmas. Bora in possession, here is Affalay. That's full time, Las Palmas 0, Sevilla 1, a quiet game in all. Montoya with the corner. It's headed cleared by Castillejo, but Montoya will hopefully put this back in. Passes to Ilicic. Here's Steven Nzonzi. And Nzonzi scores 2nd game in a row, and about the same time in the game, Nzonzi with an early goal. Radu to Ilicic. Finds Vitolo onside and off the post and in, and in the 57th minute Sevilla double their lead. Vitolo with his 9th goal of the season. Montoya to Ilicic, and oh, that is a beautiful piece of football, and Fernandez makes it 3-0, 73rd minute, but I mean, credit to Ilicic, what a fantastic assist that was. Only a chance for a consolation now for Villarreal, and they probably won't even get that. That's full time. Sevilla 3, Villarreal 0. A convincing win for the home team. Yeah, so 2 wins. It's good. We have won all of our La Liga games since that defeat against Celta Vigo. They've all been wins, but Real Madrid and Barcelona have won most of theirs as well. Although they did drop points in some games, meaning that is why we are top. Also, it's the January transfer window, and we're winding down to the end of it now, and there's still some players on their way in. Alvaro, the centre-back from Villarreal, is in talks to join. £3.8 million, and it's all been sorted out. I'm just waiting for the confirmation. He's a central defender. He's going to be basically a backup to Rami and Carrizo, because we don't have any other natural options that are ready for the first team. You know, Durai, he's a fantastic prospect, but he's still only 16. He's not ready. So Alvaro is going to be back up to those two. He looks good, you know, marking the 16. Tackling and heading at 14. I like his passing to be a bit better, but we'll work on that. Mentally, he's good. Physically, very balanced. You know, 13s, 14 on the stamina. So he looks good. And yeah, he's going to be a good backup option, I think. But we have completed one signing, and that is Juan Mi from Real Sociedad for £4 million, which could rise to 4.4. He is injured at the moment. I signed an injured player and I didn't realise, but he will be back in a week or so. Juan Mi mainly going to play on that left-hand side as backup to Vitolo. Decent first touch of 15, good technique. Got a bit of pace about him, and he's 24, so there may be room to grow as well. But again, he's just going to be a backup player. We've also terminated Debuchy's loan as well, because he wasn't getting enough games. And Arsenal manager, who I think is still Wenger, wasn't happy about him not getting a lot of games. Neither was Debuchy, so we terminated his loan. We have Carmona as backup. Mariano will play as many games as he can, but we might try and get in like a cheap right back option if we have money left. In terms of outgoings, a couple of loans. Angel Serra has gone, but again, you wouldn't have seen much of him. And then Jorge Carrasco's gone to Benfica. We offered him out for his release clause, which was £4.2 million. And Benfica have jumped in there. He's 19, Colombian. He could have been something, but I thought, you know, let's try and make some money while we can. He looks like a good player, but he's gone to Benfica. And yeah, on the face of it, I probably could have played him and made use of him. But I would rather have, you know, got some money for him. Okay, let's play some football. So first of all, we are facing Barcelona at the new camp. They are 4 points behind us, so even if we lose here, we will still be ahead of them, which, you know, it's going to be difficult to play this. You know, they've got, well, the best squad in the world, haven't they? I mean, they have some old players, you know, guys like Iniesta, who maybe could be moving on in the future. I think in real life, I think Iniesta's probably going to end up going to either China or the United States or somewhere like that. But, you know, that top 3, MSN, Messi, Suarez, Neymar, you know, they're just... Are they the best front 3 in the world? Quite possibly. Although Ronaldo, Bale and Benzema may have something to say about that, but we'll see later on. Which front three is the best front three in the world? We will see in today's games. We've got BBC or we've got MSN. Which one's going to be better? Okay, now playing against Barcelona, what sort of squad and what sort of tactic do we want to implement? I'm not quite sure. Let's have a look around here. Okay, so in terms of our tactic, we're playing on a lower tempo. We are closing down sometimes instead of more, clearing the ball to the flanks, trying to keep the ball as much as we can, dribbling less, going for the early crosses. Very standard thing. We're not going to go like defensive or anything because we just don't want to invite them on to us. As far as the team, the only change I've made is Fernandes is up front in place of Vieto, who I have very little time for now. And then Moreno. As for Moreno, someone mentioned selling him to try and make some money. Not a bad idea. He's been a pretty terrible signing. He's only got 5 goals in 27 appearances, which is nowhere near good enough for a striker. So, trying to get some money for him might not be a bad thing. He's been a pretty terrible signing, and to try and get back to that 11.5 million as well is going to be difficult to recoup what we paid. I reckon we'll end up making a loss on him, and maybe a hefty loss as well. I reckon we'll struggle to sell him for 7 figures. 8 figures rather. So Barcelona have Ter Stegen in goal, back 4 of Alba, Masaccio, Piqué and Florenzi, Sergio Busquets in there, Rakitic, Sergio Roberto in midfield, which is interesting because he's a right back by trade, and then MSN up top, Messi on the right, Neymar on the left, Luis Suarez up top, and then look at the names on the bench as well: Jasper Cillessen, goalkeeper, Mascherano, Iniesta, Alcacer, Andre Gomez, Lucas Digne. It's just an unbelievable squad. I'm going to say go out there and give these fans their money's worth. Motivated, that's good. Let's try and build on this team talk because it's looking good. Oh, okay. I like how this is going. Everyone's happy. Everyone's looking motivated. So, although Fernandes doesn't look too bothered. But Fernandes has 8 goals in his career so far. And they've all come in the space of, mainly 7 appearances. He scored 5 goals in 4. He had a bit of a poor run for 2 or 3 games, but then he's come back and he's got a couple more. So, he's doing well for him at the moment. And, with Vieto and Moreno underperforming, Fernandes has come through. And 9th minute in, it's it was a goal, but it's been disallowed because I think there was a foul by Jordi Alba, I think. So, for now, it's 0-0. But Barcelona did have the ball in the net. Here is Neymar. And Neymar with the burst of speed here. And a good tackle by Mariano. And Ilicic, what has happened there? Ilicic wasn't even on the ball. He's been sent off, a straight red card. That's not what we wanted. Okay, we're not going to make any substitutions, but we're playing pretty much an hour of this game against Barcelona with 10 men. This could turn ugly very quickly. Right, let's see what happens here with Ilicic. So, he did go for the ball. Mariano won it. But Ilicic with a lunge on behind on, I think it was Neymar, wasn't it? It was Neymar. So, he's got a straight red card for that. Needless to say, I think he might end up getting a fine for that because, that's going to cost us the match. Is essentially what's happened there. That's cost us the match. There is no way we're beating Barcelona in the Nou Camp with 10 men. That's just not going to happen. But half times are here. It's still 0-0. We've had 1 shot to their 14. I'm going to say you've been unlucky so far. We're going to go assertive with this and say, I'm disappointed in you for getting sent off so early. I think he is going to get a fine later on. But we're going to leave it as it is. We may not have had many shots. In fact, we're going to shoot on sight and just try and get more. But it's still 0-0. That's the only stat that matters. If we can avoid defeat, that would be a success in my opinion. We'll still be 4 clear. Oh, this is going really well. So now Nzonzi's injured. We'll have to bring Cristoforo in. This is going horribly, horribly wrong. Here is Neymar, who's carrying a bit of a knock, has a shot and he puts it wide. Barcelona have plenty of shots today, but none of them have gone in yet. But headed clear there by Carrizo. And now we could be on the attack here. The counter-attack is on. Fernandes to Vitolo. Tries to find a borrow there, but Barcelona win it back. Mariano, good defending there by the right back. We're doing well so far. 60 minutes in though. Fernandes has been extremely quiet. We're going to make him a support target man. He looks a bit isolated out there. We're going to drag him in the middle. We're going to move Montoya up a little bit. May not be as good further up, but I think we need to do that. We need to try and do something right here. But, only 1 shot so far. But we're keeping them at bay. They've had quite a few shots on target. There you go. Andre Gomez has scored. And yeah, that's 1-0. 64 minutes in, Barcelona take the lead. And they move a point behind us. That's been coming. They've had a lot of shots. Andre Gomez unchallenged pretty much. We need to go into our team talk here. Carlos Fernandes is now injured. What has happened today? We're going to close down more. We're not going to stay on feet. We'll just leave that as it is. We're going to go into a normal tempo, go for early crosses. But Carlos Fernandes is now injured. This is not going well at all today. Right, Vieto's going to have to go on up top. But this is an absolute mess today. Hopefully these aren't bad injuries. And I wonder how long Ilicic is going to be out for. 2 injuries and a red card have forced us into changes here. It's not good. And with 20 minutes left, it's still 1-0. We're going to attack. Because, well, the worst that could happen now is we go 2-0 down. Here is the other Suarez. Dennis, I think his name is. And, oh, now it's a penalty. Great. This has been, like, this game has been an absolute mess. Rami's been booked. And I think this is Messi's going to take the penalty. It is Lionel Messi. 80 minutes in to double Barcelona's lead. Let's see what happens here. It's a good penalty. And it's 2-0. I think this was always going to happen. But, I mean, we've had a red card. We've had 2 injuries. I mean, FM's just given me rotten luck for this one. It's just, yeah, it's awful. Iniesta with the corner. And Rico holds on to that. Well done. Last 10 minutes of the game. Let's try and, you know, not make this too silly. I mean, against Barcelona with a man less, you know, I'll take it. You know, this could have been maybe 5 or 6-0. But 2-0 at this point, I'll take it. But maybe 3 though. 83 minutes in here. Florenzi with the ball. Messi. And it's another penalty. Come on, guys. What is happening here? It was Carrizo this time. I mean, the defenders are completely... I think our players have just lost the plot today. That's just what happens. Messi with another penalty. And he goes the same way. It's 3-0. I mean, the keeper went the right way that time. But Messi still managed to put it in. Let's see. He's waving as he does it. Or is he doing a nay-nay? I'm not quite sure. This isn't 2015 anymore, or 2014, or whenever that song was. But yeah, we have had, well, I've had the worst luck in the world today. We've had a couple of shots on target, but other than that, not a lot else. And yeah, this is going to be, well, game over, I think, in a minute after this goal kick. No, there we go, full time, Barcelona 3, Sevilla 0. And that game, that was just an absolute mess. Carlos Fernandes has broken his ankle. So, yeah. Meaning we are stuck with Vieto and Moreno until the end of the season, pretty much. Because, yeah, that sucks. And Zonzi is up for 5 to 6 weeks. Ilicic is banned for 1 match. I'm going to fine him a week's wages. I'm not going to appeal. There we go. Okay, right. Deadline day. I'm going for a striker on loan for the rest of the season. Let's see who we can get here. Okay, right. There's still time in the transfer window. I'm going to try and get a striker in on loan to make up for the absence of Fernandes. Right, so let's try and find someone who is an EU national, who's a striker, who's available for loan. So at the moment I'm considering Lucas Perez. So, yeah, that's the sort of player we're looking at, I think. We have 2 days to get a striker. And either a striker that's on loan or a striker that's very cheap. At this point, it looks like we are going to try and loan Lucas Perez. So let's see if we can get him for, you know, something decent. Let's have a look. They want 125 grand a month. And they want us to pay £30,000 of his wages. Yeah, why that or not. It's literally just to fill that gap. Because I'm not playing with Vieto and Moreno for the rest of the season. I'm just not doing it. Let's have a good look at him though. His best position is false 9. But I reckon he'll play as the Trequartista like Vieto does. He looks okay actually. No, he doesn't look bad like a bad player. He just looks like an average striker for what we need. If we have a look at this, he is. It doesn't say whether he's like he might be like a decent La Liga player or something. I'm not quite sure, but you know he'll do. It's just for the end of the season, till the end of the season. It's a 3-star player, so that's all right. Quality player, it says. Good player for most La Liga sides. 3 stars. He'll do. Now, this is a bit of an issue at the moment, is that Shini Aguirre, who is one of our top prospects of the club at 17, There's been a number of offers for him coming from teams like Barcelona. His release clause is very low, £1.4 million. They haven't been offering that. I've been rejecting the offers, and this guy is not happy because we blocked the transfer, and now he won't sign a contract. So, yeah, we might be losing one of our prospects in the club at the moment, Aguirre, who is in the B team at the moment. He's an advanced playmaker. He could be good in the future. We'll have to try and use him right if we keep hold of him. But, yeah, Barcelona want him. And if they offer that minimal release clause, they'll get him. So the Alvaro deal has been cancelled. Yeah, we haven't got enough money. So that's fucked us. We haven't got enough money to make that transfer. We need 4.3. So we need to get 1.3 million from somewhere. Where do we do that? Moreno. Right. We're offering Moreno out for that, I guess. Okay, Sociedad have made an offer. 9.25. I mean, right, I'm taking that. I'm amazed I've got that much for him. Oh, no, never mind. The transfer deadline's passed, so we can't make any more deals. Great. Absolutely great. Yeah, that was a terrible transfer window. We are worse off. Again, the team is worse than it was at the start. So far, our transfer windows have been terrible, but they haven't given us any money to spend. The only way you can spend money with Sevilla is by selling players, and it's good. It's really annoying. Like, you know, it's difficult to enjoy a save when you can't sign players. You can't sign players you want. Literally, we only have enough money to sign squad players that aren't going to improve the team. We can't do that. So I don't know what we do about it, because the board aren't giving us any more money. They don't like giving people money. They prefer to invest it in the club. Looking at our finances, at the moment our balance is 18 million. So it's like, you know, a lot of that's gone towards stadium increase. It's going up to over 50,000. And the training youth facilities are being upgraded. So, yeah, you know, the money's not going towards transfers. It's going towards other stuff. Okay, right, time to sort out this mess. So, Fernandez is injured. So we will bring Lucas Perez straight in up top. We'll play him as Trecatista. Ilicic is suspended, so we'll have to put Franco Vasquez in there. And Zonzi is injured, so we'll have to put Cristoforo in there. And then we have to try and get a bench out of this. BBC up top. Modric, Dada and Kroos. Marcelo, Varane, Vallejo and Nacho and Kilo Navas in goal. Casillas on the bench. Cataldi, Bernadeschi, Morata, Isco, Akrav and James Rodriguez. Try and avoid defeat here is what we want to do. Now, if we draw and Barcelona win, they will overtake us because their goal difference is mental. So I want to try and win this match. I really do. I'm playing much wider today. I was very balanced last time, so we're playing wider. Tempo's back to normal. Let's see what we can do here. Is it? Guys, come on! That's the third penalty in 2 games. 32 minutes in, Ronaldo's going to step up to take the penalty here. And it's in. 1-0. That's the third penalty in 2 games we've conceded. What is going on? So see the penalty again. Third penalty we see in this episode. And it's 1-0. Real Madrid, lots of possession at the moment. We're going to go counter-attacking. See if we can break and get them. But so far, it's not gone our way once again. Rami's on the 6-3 because he conceded the penalty. Lucas has done very little so far. Show me something else in the second half, I'm going to say. I'm going to try something different with Lucas. Let's try complete forward on support. We're going to put Vitolo on support. Okay, we're going to try that. Let's do that. Come on, guys. The thing with counter is we're not actually making any attacks. So we're going to go attacking. 53 minutes in. Not gone well today. Lucas, you know, he's just come in. He's not going to be great, is he? Let's get Vieto up there. Let's try Poacher. You know, let's try that. Let's put Montoya on attack. Right, we didn't do any touchline team sorts last time. We're doing one today. We're 1-0 down. At the moment, we're in second place. Barcelona still have to play their game, though, so they could overtake us as well. But we have a highlight here. And Dada's been sent off. Second yellow card for Sergi Dada. We're against 10 men now. We've got half an hour. We're attacking. We've got to turn the tempo up and all that. Let's do all this. There we go. 64 minutes in. Right, Vitolo is playing shadow striker. Affley is on the left. Montoya is on the right. We're going to make Christopher advanced playmaker. We need to go for this now. We're against 10 men. We can do this. With 15 minutes left. We're only 1-0 down. Although Real Madrid on the attack now. Here is Isco. And now Modric. Cristiano Ronaldo to Marcelo on the left here. Kroos to Modric. Bernadeschi. Ronaldo. Good save, Rico. That's good stuff. 75 minutes played. Isco to Ronaldo. Good save again by Rico. It's cleared by Rami. We're defending well in the second half. Get Vitolo off. We're going to try Sarabia in the middle. Try him as advanced playmaker attack. Everybody is on attack. There we go. The fullbacks are on automatic, so they will essentially be attack. We're going to overload. We're just trying to rescue a point here is what we're doing. We're going route 1. Going to take more risks. We've got 5 minutes left to try and save this game and try and save. Well, we won't get top spot. We might. No, we'll still be top. It depends on what Barcelona are doing. But there's 30 seconds left. But we do still have a chance. Come on, Affley, go on. Oh, he went for a shot. Why did you do that? You absolute idiot. That was like the worst thing he could have done. But Mariano loses that to Modric. Full time. Sevilla 0, Real Madrid 1. Yeah, just not good enough. We just weren't good enough. And now we need to rely on Real and Barcelona to drop points again. Which I don't know if how many more they're going to drop. Champions League is coming up as well, Leverkusen. I won't be playing the first leg because it's, I want to try and progress with the season before we get too far. Because, yeah, I want to try and progress a bit further. So we'll definitely do the second leg. We'll see how the first leg pans out. Next episode, we'll also do the Sporting Gijón game because I think it's a game we might be able to win. We've had 3 defeats in the last 3 live games, and we had a 1-0 win against Alaves, which was, well, not really convincing either. So, yeah, our form isn't great at the moment, so I'm not very happy at all. And hopefully we can get some results. I don't think we'll drop too many points in the league anymore. I mean, Athletic and Atletico Madrid will be difficult, but I think the rest of these games, I think we should be doing okay. If we can, stay close to these guys and hope and pray that they drop points, there may still be a chance. But I think we need other things to go our way. We need a bit of luck with the save is what we need. And so far, we're not getting that. We had one of the unluckiest games I've ever had, honestly. 2 injuries and a red card. And 2 penalties in one game. It's just bonkers. That is going to do it for today. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like down below. Leave any comments. And if you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, subscribe. I will see you next episode where we're going to play the second leg of our Champions League knockout stage against Leverkusen. And then before that, it will be Sporting Gijón, who I've just noticed are bottom of the table. So it's a home game against the bottom club, and I expect a big win, and that's what I want. I'll see you then. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.